Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got a news update video for you guys on GTA Online. And for this video, we're going to be covering a new update that's be coming out in GTA. Now, I'm sorry I haven't had this video out earlier. I was just busy with a bunch of stuff earlier. But you guys can see I even, made a cosplay for this already, Bail Agent. And I know what some people that are watching this video are thinking. They're thinking, my god, this guy has a costume for everything, doesn't he? But yeah, I guess this will be the cosplay that I'll wear for the next update when this comes out. But this is a screenshot that we got of this bail enforcement agent. We got wearing a vest, logo on here. Looks like they're at a jail. This is probably the La Mesa police station that they're actually at right now. And this looks like a stun gun that he has right here. But we don't have a release date on this DLC yet, but let me break this down. I'll tell you guys what I think of this. Coming this summer, a new brand of vigilante justice, plus new off-the-books dispatch work for Vincent, updates the creator, and more. In the words of Mod Eccles, this world is full of scum and detritus, and it's only right that we all bear our share. So, you're going to be playing as a bail enforcement agent, or I guess a bail bondsman. Now, this is not playing as a cop. This is what is confusing people. We are never going to get a DLC where we actually play as a police officer. I don't think that's ever going to happen. This is probably the closest that we're going to get to it, because you play as a criminal in the GTA game, so it doesn't make sense that you play as a police officer. You're running all these illegal businesses, unless I guess you're role-playing a corrupt cop. But basically, for people that don't know what a bail bondsman is, bail enforcement agent, I think, is there a difference between bail bondsman and bail enforcement agent? Let me just... Okay, so I just wanted to double check. A bail bondsman and a bail enforcement agent is pretty much the same thing, though a bail bondsman may hire a bail enforcement agent. He might not be the one, the agent might not necessarily be the one who actually lent out the money. But basically how a bail bondsman or a bail enforcement agent works is the bail bondsman, somebody goes to jail, right? Let's just say that somebody is going to trial, and they have, like, the judge sets like $20,000 bail. Now you can pay the bail, and you will get out of you will get out of jail, and then you have to appear at your next court date. And the bail bondsman will loan you the money in case you don't have it, because if you don't have the bail, you're going to jail, and you're going to sit there until your next court date. So the bail bondsman will give the guy $20,000, and he'll expect interest, and probably maybe like 10, 15, 20% interest. So maybe, like, they will expect $22,000 back, like, after the trial. So they'll be making like a $2,000 profit on the person, and they will usually want some kind of collateral, like something down, like maybe like the deed to a vehicle, for example, like that. Maybe some expensive jewelry, some kind of precious family heirloom, because if the person skips town, the bail bondsman has to get their money back. And so that's basically how it works. Now, some people consider this an immoral business, but I'm not really going to talk about what's moral, immoral. I'm just more explaining on just how the business basically works. So basically, that's it. Is they basically give you loans when you are going to trial, when you pay them bail money. And so if you skip town, the bail bondsman has to get their money back. And the bail bondsman can actually go look for you. So the bail bondsman can actually look for you, and they can detain you. Now, the bail bondsman agents, they don't typically carry firearms. I could be wrong on that. It depends on the state, because every single state in the United States has different laws regarding bail bondsmen. Some are more strict, some are less strict, but every state has their own laws. But usually they will be carrying a stun gun, pepper spray, some kind of self-defense tools, probably handcuffs as well, and they have to get the person back because they have to get their money back. So that's basically how it works. The person skips town, they gotta go and get their money back. And so I don't think these missions with Mod. Mod is that old woman that Trevor talks to. Remember that woman that Trevor sends in Sandy Shore? She sends Trevor on those missions to basically get the people who skip bail. He has to go and find them. I don't think these missions are going to be anything unique. I don't think they're going to be anything specific. What I think these missions are going to be is these missions are probably going to be just like a contact mission, something like Operation Paper Trail. Maybe like the first mission, there'll be like a cutscene with you and Mod, but then after that, she's probably going to call and text you. This is not going to be a big DLC, in my opinion. You're probably going to have to go over to the area. She'll probably text you a picture of what the defendant looks like, and you have to find the person. Then you have to use the stun gun. If you stun them, you probably get them in the car. You get more money if you probably bring them in alive, and you drive them back to Mods. Very similar for Trevor's missions. So that's basically what I think of it. Is I don't think that it's going to be anything special, but there are quality of life improvements in this DLC also. This summer, it's a time for some high-value target practice to clean up roving reprobates of southern San Andreas with your own bail enforcement and bounty hunting business in the next major update for GTA Online. Meanwhile, back in town, Vincent needs help enforcing his authority without official oversight. You get behind the wheel of your souped-up cruiser and conduct a range of off-the-books enforcement activities across Los Santos. Plus, utilize new tools and props to create custom high-octane drift and drag races in the creator and much more. And I'll start out with this here. I'll be honest with you guys, I am not much of a race guy, so I'm just not going to talk about this. But if you are a race guy, there are going to be, options in the creator for, high-octane drift and drag races. The bounty hunting business, that's basically the bail bondsman of mod. Vincent needs help enforcing his authority without official oversight. Get behind the wheel of your souped-up cruiser and conduct a range of the off-the-books enforcement activities across Los Santos. People think this is going to be Vigilante for GTA Online. For people that don't know what Vigilante is an activity in the older GTA games, GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, and Vice City Stories. And it didn't appear in GTA 4. The closest we got to that was the Most Wanted. But Vigilante, that's the last time that we actually had it, was in Vice City Stories. But about Vigilante is what it basically is you get into a cop car, and it can even be a military vehicle also. You start the Vigilante missions, and basically what it involves is you going over to the area. There's criminals that are in a high-speed chase. You go over, you kill the criminals. Second level, there's more criminals spawn chasing, run away from the cops. And as you keep killing the criminals, you get more money, but your police level also increases, and the thing gets harder and harder. However, if you use a tank or like an attack helicopter, and yes, those can be used for Vigilante missions, it's a lot easier and you get a lot more money. But I don't think this is going to be GTA Online's version of Vigilante. What I think it's going to be is if you get into the cop cars, if you go to the police station, it's probably going to be like taxi work, where when you go to the police station, you can probably get into a free cruiser, or you can maybe get your own custom cruiser, because there are a few vehicles that have that. And when you get your own custom cruiser, when you get your own custom cruiser, you basically hit the button, you start the missions, you go over to the areas. Maybe there's like one area you have to clear out a bunch of enemies, maybe like one where you have to chase somebody in a high-speed chase, maybe like one you have to shoot down a helicopter. But I don't think it's going to be like Vigilante, where it's going to keep stacking over and over again. I think it's just going to be like a few missions here and there that basically just start up, maybe something like VIP work, but for Vigilante. Maybe there's going to be like a cooldown on it, because I don't think it's going to be like Taxi, where it's going to keep going one client after another after another. I don't think it's just going to keep going like that. And also, we might actually have already seen this activity, because if you remember, in the Cluckenville Farm Raid DLC, there's a cutscene that doesn't make sense. It's a cutscene with like Jimmy, and then there's like a police car that pulls up on him. That actually might be these missions. So these missions actually could already be in the game itself. So that's what it could be, because I don't remember anything like that in the Cluckenville Farm Raid DLC. This summer's action-packed GTA Online update also delivers a collection of new rides to covet and collect boosts to payouts across a number of existing modes and missions, including taxi work, open wheel races, Operation Paper Trail, and more. Creator upgrades, building on the suite of tools already massively employed by the community, are the latest new additions and features to the creator, including the expansion of custom drift race tracks and drag race circuits, and new units in all tracks. From drivers doing donuts and bouncing lowriders to crowd animations and more. Plus, testing races is becoming easier, as creators can now launch tests from any chosen checkpoint, and also have the option to race multiple rounds in drag races before a winner is declared, alongside a range of new improvements designated to help the community create and share their amazing races, death matches, and more. We're always on the lookout for great jobs to feature in the community series, so be sure to tag community series when saving your job or sharing on social media, so we can check out if you're creating jobs for the first time in GTA Online. Our official guides can help you get started. Okay, so if you are a big race guy, like I said, you will be happy with this. I'm just personally not much into racing, but here, this is what I'm interested in: experience updates. As part of our ongoing efforts to improve the GTA Online player experience, this summer's update will feature a number of experience improvements based on your requests and feedback shared via the GTA Online feedback website. These changes include increased cell mission timer to make it easier for solo players taking on biker and gun running sales, snacks automatically replenishing when launching most missions, buffing defensive and armor capabilities for the Sparrow and Bombushka, and more. Okay, now I'm gonna say this. I'm not trying to sound rude here, but I don't think Rockstar is listening to the community with this. Because the thing is, the timer is long enough for most people, because I don't know anybody that does post-op missions solo. I don't know that. People usually just close their app if they're doing missions solo and they get the post-op. Post-op is maybe the only mission that can be annoying to do with 30-minute timer. But the worst mission when it comes to timers is that Dune FAV mission with the bunker. Because you only get 15 minutes on that mission, and you have to deliver 4 Dune FAVs. That mission can get annoying, so I can see that helping in that mission specifically. But here's the thing: is if you really want to help solo players, instead of actually increasing the timer, delete these really annoying missions. Like that mission, for example, with the bunker, where you have to 3 insurgents and you have to make 5 drops at each 5 drops each with each one, and then to fight Meriwether each one. Like, how is a solo player supposed to do that? You're supposed to drop 5 drops, 1 insurgent, then go back at the other insurgent, drive there, drive 5 drops, get the third insurgent, drive there, get 5 drops, and then go to the next one. That can just be a pain. It can just be annoying, frustrating. So and so a mission like that is deleted, and the post-op mission is deleted. I think the vast majority of us are going to be happy. Like, I think most people that are watching this video can agree with me that that deleting the post-op mission, you're not going to miss it. That mission is so annoying, going up the hills. It's so slow. It takes so long. You'll be lucky if you finish the post-op mission in 10 minutes with 3 people. Most of the time, it takes like around 15 minutes to complete. But it's an annoying mission, and you have to get out of the van each time, deliver the package to the door. You're very vulnerable. Some griefer can easily blow you up. It just sucks. It's just not a great mission. Normally, I don't want content taken out of a game ever, but I would not shed a tear if the post-op missions were deleted. So I think most people can agree with me on that. So Rockstar, if you want to help solo players, get rid of some of the annoying missions, like the post-op mission, that, bunker, Meriwether mission, get rid of those missions if you want to help solo players. Don't increase the timer, just get rid of the annoying missions. Let me see. Snacks automatically replenishing when launching most missions. Okay, good. Buffing defensive armor capabilities for the Sparrow and Bambuska. Wonder how that's going to work. I don't know anybody that flies the Bambuska in free mode, but Sparrow is a very common vehicle. As we continue to monitor and balance payouts to ensure all mission types are fun and rewarding, we will be increasing base payouts for players taking part in open wheel races, taxi work, and many contact missions. Great. This is good right here. Really good. Really, really good. Good right here. Taxi work is getting an increase in pay. The taxi work, if you do 10 fares in a row, you're going to be getting like $2,000 a fare, which really sucks. I personally feel that the pay should be like 4 times forever. So like $8,000, $9,000 a fare. And that would also help solo players out a lot, because solo players, for the taxi, you don't really need to, you don't need any kind of business. If you just start out, you don't even need guns. You can just start driving a taxi and start making money. So that will really help solo players. As we continue to monitor, and yes, the open wheel race is also getting a bonus. Contact missions getting an increase in pay, also going to be a plus. Encourage people to do more contact missions. GTA Plus members on PS5 and Xbox Series X will get to claim the new overflawed Pipistrello Super for free as part of their member benefits on the day this summer's update launches, a week before it becomes available to all players. And although GTA Plus members are still receiving an extra bonus of GTA $1 million every month, alongside their usual $500,000 in addition to all the amazing member benefits. Okay, stay tuned for more bonuses. So there's a new car. So GTA Plus is going to get it for free in a week early. I don't think it's really, it kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. At least us, all regular players afterwards get it for free. Not for free, but get to buy it a week after. So it's only a week. So it's not the end of the world. I'm not defending GTA Plus or anything, but I'm just saying it could have just been worse. I will say about this DLC, guys, is don't expect this DLC to be big. I think this DLC is going to be a few missions at most. I don't think this is going to be a big DLC. It doesn't seem like a big DLC. And also, this DLC is probably not going to come out until mid or late June. Or maybe, if not this month, July, 100%. Because we didn't get any kind of release date here. So yeah, so there's not any kind of release date. It tells us about events coming up. So it seems like it's probably going to be a few more weeks before this DLC could come out. I don't know if I'm going to be 100% right on that. I could be wrong. But that's basically what I think. And also, another thing I will say is this is not the final GTA Online DLC. A lot of us are speculating whether this was going to be the last DLC for GTA Online. But if this was the last DLC, Rockstar would have said something here. So we're still going to get a DLC in December. Don't worry, there's still going to be DLC in December. Next year is the big question. Are we going to get a DLC next year? We might get one in the summertime, because GTA 6 is supposed to come out like around fall. But that's probably going to be the last DLC is summertime or this December. Summertime next year or this December. But let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this DLC? What do you think? What do you think about the quality of the last few GTA Online updates? I guess you could make the argument that Rockstar is focusing more on GTA 6, but basically the updates are just getting, I feel like the updates are just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The last big update we got, kind of like the contract. Maybe you could argue the Drug Wars was a big update too, but yeah, I'd say Drug Wars in December 2022 is probably the last big update that we got. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do drop a like, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.